Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Laura. So today I thought it would be nice to do a pick a card reading, but focusing on perhaps what chakra we need to be working on or do some healing work on, or which chakra might be more dominant for us at this time. So I have 3 decks for you to choose from, which are the oracle decks that I'll be pulling one card from. And then I will insert an image where you can take your time and make your selection. So the first one is the chakra cards. And then the second one is the oracle of the 7 energies. And then we have the last one, which is the Chakra Insight Oracle. So I will leave you some time to pick which one you feel most drawn to. But also I'll be working with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot for each reading. And I'm going to shuffle the oracle cards off camera so that I save a little bit of time. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So this reading is for those who picked deck number 1, the chakra cards, or the clear quartz angel. So these will be your messages. So you received the 6th chakra, and this is the 3rd eye chakra. Now, this is all about vision. It's all about sight, seeing clearly, but it's also about trusting and having faith in the messages that you are receiving. The insights that are coming through to you. And this is what I feel like your initial message is: to trust that you are being supported, and trust that you are divinely guided at this time. For really, you always are. You have likely been asking for some signs, but also too, and perhaps from your angels, considering you did pick the angel. But there is this sense of feeling stuck, not sure where to go next. But I feel that is because there's too many fears and doubts that are holding you back. So really, you're not stuck. It's just that you are holding yourself back out of fear of moving forward. So likely this is to do with something like your stability or even work related as well. But see how the woman is actually looking in the mirror and seeing the swords and seeing herself blindfolded, yet she actually isn't. It is an illusion. It is an image. It's not real. In her mind it is real, but it's not real. Now, while I say that the chakra that is dominant is the 3rd eye, the fears and doubts could be bringing some confusion, and grounding might be one way of you sort of getting out of your head for a moment. Go out in nature, ground yourself, connect to the earth, and let that go, and you might find that you see things a little bit more clearer, have a better or more positive perspective in order to move forward. And saying that, if you take that suggestion on board, then you will soon come to the end of those worries and fears. This card, the 10 of Swords, suggests that is coming to an end to make way for a new beginning. And as the swords are in the realm of thought and communication, I feel this is definitely to do with worries and fears, but also too things might seem much harder than they should be. And so if that is the case, that is coming to an end. Prepare for the end of that cycle. It's interesting because this card is yellow, which denotes also the solar plexus. So you will recognize that you have power to move out of that energy, and you will do so. I'm getting a sense that this is very much aligned also too with your highest good or your purpose, and that is why there's so much concern, because you know this is this situation, or what you have been really thinking about is what you're meant to be doing. It is something that calls to you. Now, if this doesn't make sense, then perhaps it's not your message, but definitely there is this sense of purpose, but there's so much so many concerns rather, that are muddling the water a little bit, muddying the water. Okay, but you're coming to the end of that through your own action, moving forward. And this card wanted to stay down. So, and the Princess of Cups is like the Page of Cups in the Rider-Waite Tarot. So communication is key. And also just taking some time for a bit of inner reflection. But there is something to learn out of this situation. I think that's why you have felt stuck. There was something that you're missing, something that you needed to learn, some realization. And as soon as that happens, you can shift into this new phase. Because there's meant to be progress in this area, and the green is the heart chakra. So this really calls to your heart as well. Another card, another heart chakra card, or in this deck anyway, and we have the Four of Swords. So perhaps the grounding, going out in nature, taking some time, clearing your mind. Rest is necessary, meditation, in order to see, to gain these insights, get clarity. That's what will be most beneficial at this time. And also you have likely been running yourself ragged and not taking enough care of your well-being, because there's been so much on your plate, and it's necessary for you to take care of what you've had to take care of, or who you've had to take care of. But you won't be able to keep going at the rate you are going forever. So something does need to give. And you have this calling, but you also have some demands placed upon you. And I'm not saying to let them go at all. This is, it depends on your situation and what these demands are, and you know, what's in your charge. So it depends on your circumstance, but you are being called to take a little more care of yourself. Because you are a nurturer, you are a caregiver, and in many areas, I do feel like it's not just to friends and family, it extends further than that. You received the Empress card, and I love that this is like a green card, a heart chakra card, but also a very healing energy I pick up from this card. And see, it's interesting because there's two women here, and one is holding out a cup, and the message that I get so strongly is that you can't keep emptying your cup into other people's cups. You need to have your cup filled first. You must maintain a full, abundant, overflowing cup, so then the excess you can give to others, because otherwise you get drained, you get run down, you get sick, and you get tired. And you can't function to your full capacity. So while this started to be a third eye chakra card, it's more like you know what you need to do. You have seen quite clearly, yet there is some confusion, confused energy, external circumstances are impacting the next phase, and also some doubts, some worries and concerns, but essentially you already know the truth of the matter, and you know this. So this is basically confirmation for you, if that is the case, that you need to get your butt moving, so to speak, and take care of what needs to be taken care of, so that you can, I suppose, undertake the long haul, not just get halfway or operate at half mast. You need to be energized, you need to be strong, you need to have everything in your reservoir ready to go, because it takes a lot to be in the position that you're in. It takes a lot to in your line of work or whatever this resonates, wherever this resonates for you, it takes a lot out of you. So you need to maintain your battery. Your battery life needs to be above 50%, always. And one last card. Yes, because then things will more steadily progress forward. You'll have that new beginning, that fresh new lease of energy into this situation. And it's funny that the first card was a red root chakra card, and we end on a root chakra card. And even though the sixth chakra is the third eye chakra, it does have red on it as well. A pinky red color, so it's interesting. This is third eye and root chakra for you people. New beginning, grounded, get grounded. This new beginning is coming. A steady increase in finances, if that's what you're needing. But the coins or the pentacles denotes currency, and it could be energy as well. So that is interesting. So we will leave that there today. Wishing you all the best. Hopefully this makes sense to you, or it soon will. Just take what feels right. All right, much love. Okay, welcome to those who picked deck number 2, the Oracle of the Seven Energies, or this rose quartz. Okay, so you received number 1, which is Earth Magic, and this card is the energy of Earth, or the element of Earth, and it likely denotes the root chakra, stability, but also being grounded, connecting with the earth, feeling supported, feeling provided for. Okay, being a 1 card too, it could suggest new beginnings coming in for you, and which likely you have asked for. So root chakra. So make sure that you are taking time to get out in nature, being able to ground. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Interesting. The energies are blending in a little bit, so maybe some of you might be picking more than one pile. Okay, so we have the Princess of Cups. So, like I said, it suggests that there is a new opportunity, new energy coming in. And this might be something very aligned with your heart chakra, be something that could be potentially emotionally fulfilling for you. So that doesn't have to be in the realm of relationships. It can be work, or like a new opportunity in that regards. But we will continue. I'm very, very drawn to the top of her dress here, which there are the shape of butterflies. So it feels as though you have gone through some level of transformation, coming to some understandings, likely letting go of energy from the past in order to bring in new, more positive energy, more aligned with your truth. You have likely done some soul searching. This is what I'm getting a sense of. Some soul searching some inner reflection, some personal growth and personal development. And if you feel like you're not quite there yet, either you are needing to do some, we all do, like it's a constant process. Make sure you give yourself a pat on the back as you move through this, you know, acknowledge that how far you've come. But there's, you know, when you're someone who delves deep, there's something always to be discovered, although I wouldn't recommend always staying down in the deep end, but it is valuable in its time as well. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. So new opportunity, and this is suggesting a need to look after yourself on a physical level as well, being earth magic, connect with nature, the energy of the earth, feeling supported, filling up your cup. Okay. So as a new opportunity comes in for you, you are likely having some sort of decision to make. And at that moment, you might be unsure of which path to take or to accept new opportunity as it comes. And the orange in the card suggests sacral, which tells me that while there's been some transformation and a letting go of past energy, it tells me that that is the energy that has been holding you back or in some sort of cycle, or that would trigger you into questioning whether you can accept or should accept or are worthy of this new energy coming in. Okay. Likely things have been quite a struggle, but you are coming to the end of that, and you are reaching a sense of empowerment, which has been hard work. It has been hard work to get there. So well done you, honestly. There is a message here about allowing yourself to be supported, allowing yourself to open to abundance and prosperity. That is a key message in this reading, hence the earth magic. Also, if you have been manifesting or sowing seeds, so to speak, of intention, or however you've been working towards your goals, know that you have what you need to get there, and know that these seeds will grow. Have patience. It might take time, but trust that you deserve good things and they do want to come to you, but it might not be in the time frame that you would like them to. There is a message about recognizing that you have a lot of experience under your belt. You don't need to hold on to that which doesn't serve you any longer. You have learned your lessons. It's time to put those burdens down and take just the lessons, the learning, the knowledge on board, and put that into practice. The Eight of Wands as well. And the wands tend to correlate to who you are as a person, your fire, your drive, your spirituality, your passions. The work you do perhaps is leading you in the direction of using past experiences as a way to teach, mentor, or take care of others in some way, support others, perhaps. And this is further reinforced to me by the Strength card. You have likely been through quite a lot, and this is card comes to you as a reminder that just because you're not overpowering to others, you have a gentle approach, does not mean that you're not strong and that you're not a powerhouse and that you're not formidable. You are strong. You are a powerhouse. You are formidable. So you do that with the gentlest of touches. You are connected to spirit, and you know that you don't need to keep beating yourself up against a brick wall. You can go around. You can move yourself. Remove yourself from energies that don't serve you. You have the power to do what is necessary in whichever situation you find yourself in, as long as you're working with within your integrity, which I get that sense very strongly, and that might lead to why sometimes you question things, because you are very concerned with being or operating within integrity, strong morals, being honest, being kind, giving people chances or giving people opportunities to step up. And so then you question when things knock you down, or when you feel knocked down by others' actions, you question, why does this happen when I am trying my best to be the best version of myself? There is a message here that, you know, you are a catalyst for change, and so therefore that can be uncomfortable for you too, personally. And others don't always take the opportunities as they're presented to them. Perhaps they're not ready, perhaps it's not the right time. So just know that things, you are putting positive seeds out there, so to speak. And so just keep going the way you're going. The universe is watching out for you, or your spirit, your guides, the angels, they are supporting you. Just trust that. And try not to concern yourself with what other people are doing, because they do become unstuck when they make a rod for their own back, so to speak. Things are revealed in the necessary time. So just know you don't have to do anything. It's the message here is to keep going the way you're going, basically. Knowing that you're supported, knowing that you're making positive difference, even if sometimes it feels like you're constantly walking uphill. You're asked to continue to move forward. Don't look back. And then coming back to this decision, likely you have been juggling a lot of things. And it's time to consider your needs, consider your stability, what you need in order to live, feeling supported, having enough money, you know, a roof over your head, all that stuff too. We come back to the decision. And as I said, not to look back, moving forward. So maybe that resonates for the decision, or a decision that might be coming up, or a choice coming up for you soon. Moving forward, moving on. Your ship is coming in. Don't let it pass you by, because then you'll have to wait a little bit longer for it to come around again in a different form. But, you know, you can't keep doing that. And perhaps the decision comes with some feeling of loss. Letting go always does. But just remember that anything you feel that, you know, when in times where you feel like you've lost a lot, or that things haven't gone your way, or you feel the loss of something or someone, just try and bring yourself back to that gratitude of what you do have, because you have amounted a lot in your life, and it doesn't have to be financially, although hopefully it is as well. But You have a lot of good in your life if you would only see it. 5 of Cups. It talks about trying not to focus on the lack, focusing on positive, balanced approach. This is the message of it in this sense with relation to the other cards. And the last card I'm going to leave you on is the 7 of Coins. So again, I feel like this is likely to do with work, stability, finances, home life, and where you see your future. How you see it is where you are right now. Is it aligned with you? And also too, in what ways are you allowing yourself to be put on the back foot? You've put a lot of time, a lot of energy into where you are now or what you've been doing. And the question is it fruitful enough, or do you need to make some changes? And you have everything you need. You have the ability to see it through or to make changes in order to have that forward progress forward. So, but there is a lot of growth or potential for growth, which, just to remind you, because we move back to that Earth Magic card, which suggests a lot of positive energy. So just remember that. And even though we're focusing on the chakras, I will say that most of the chakra colors came out in this chakra tarot deck. But we're going to stick with the root chakra and tending to your garden. And we'll finish on that, tending to your needs. Okay, wishing you all the best. Welcome to those who picked the Chakra Insight Oracle or this selenite heart with the lotus mandala. Okay, so you received Will, which is a throat chakra card. So let's see what is coming through for you. The first thing is about being able to speak up for yourself, obviously, in relation to the throat chakra. A sense of speaking with purpose. Also considering your expression and how you express yourself. Are you being honest and truthful? And I'm not saying that you're lying to people or deceiving others, but really honestly communicating your needs. And also a sense of being a little vulnerable where it's necessary. But knowing where that is necessary. It's interesting because you have like a turtle on this card, which the turtle is like in the desert, which is so outside of where it should be. And so there is this feeling of being like a fish out of water, so to speak, but also to feeling different or in an environment that is not aligned with you, or an environment that is sort of outside your comfort zone. But it feels like it's necessary, and so perhaps this is why you're needing to speak firmly, be assertive in the words you speak and how you express yourself. And it might be a little uncomfortable, the process. You know, it's likely that it's not the desert, it's just sand dunes, but I'm getting a very strong feeling of being away from its habitat. This is the message in the card, which is not probably always like that. I've never received this card before, but That's the message at this time. And if you are in the initial stages of breathing something to life and it feels like things are a bit dried up at this time, or it feels like you don't have a lot of there's not a lot of energy in this, just know that you'll get there. It'll just take a little bit of time. It is positive. You got the Queen of Coins, and that is also a message about taking care of your home, your garden, and I'm not talking literally either. Taking care of your space, taking care of yourself as well, but also to standing strong. You are Queen, or the energy of Queen, whether you resonate, whatever gender you resonate with. This is more an energy that I'm talking about. You likely have some sort of leadership role, or this is what you're stepping into, and you feel outside of your comfort zone at times. And so the throat chakra is the one that is being highlighted because you are needing to speak. You're needing to use your voice. But just know with that comes a level of responsibility as well, to operate within integrity, to know when to speak and when to listen. Pay attention. 2 Queen cards, both the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So yes, this likely is talking about work and in a spiritual sense as well, being a leader. It was interesting because I literally was very drawn to, I'm going to have to put these down, the lion on the top of her throne, and it was very much calling out to me about leadership, having a leadership role. And then you also got this Queen of Wands, and so if you're also in the public eye, or you have your own business, this is talking to about paying attention to not only written word but the words you speak, listening, reading the fine print, all those kinds of things too. Being decisive and intentional. Fumbling. All right. This is very much to do with your vision, and I'm talking about spiritually as well. A vision that you have, likely, and it's something that means a lot to you. And there is a reminder that you have done a lot to get to where you are. All that you are grateful for, you have worked for, likely. And it hasn't always been easy. There is still needing to be some hard work. And I'm not saying overwhelmingly hard, but diligence, due diligence. A lot of actions to take to manifest your vision, getting clear about what you need to do in order to get there. You got the 3 of Wands, which also talks to me about actualizing your vision. There is a lot of potential if you work for it. There is a lot of potential, but this success requires work. But then when you get to the other side of that, you get an overwhelming sense of fulfillment and achievement. Yes. And you are the one who has done the hard yards to get there. The 8 of Cups. 8s talk about putting all you have learned into practice. You have a lot of wisdom, you've gleaned a lot of knowledge, and the cups being more on that emotion, the level of emotions, the element of water. Your experience drives you forward. You got the 8 of Cups as well as the 9 of Cups. So I feel like in order for you to fully get to where you want to go, clear communication is needed. Plus also, I'm not saying be completely vulnerable where it's inappropriate, but there is value or valuable insight. There are valuable insights, wisdom, teachings, understanding from your experience, that if you can bring yourself to share a little bit of you, that will make things all the more valuable. That's the message, being with the 8 of Cups and also the throat chakra card, allowing yourself to use your voice. And if you have been concerned that maybe you were wrong, that this direction is not the direction you're meant to go in, I have to tell you that those concerns you will realize that was false, that you are on the right path. Doesn't mean the path is always streamlined. It's not always. Actually, rarely are our paths streamlined. Because of course we need to learn lessons and we need to glean understandings that will further bring value to what we offer, right? And then the 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness, endings of cycles to make way for new beginnings. Now I still see, so 2 things. If this is related to work, then I see very positive outcomes through your own hard work and achievement. If this is in regards to relationships, because it can be quite likely that it is so, and I'm getting that undercurrent, clear and honest communication about the past, and also too about your feelings and your worries, concerns, your desires, right? Being open and knowing that you can use your voice and voice concerns as well. And Queen of Wands being in your power and being assertive where necessary, knowing that you are strong, knowing that you are a queen, however that fits for you, and that's what will bring you the 10 of Cups, the ultimate. The 10 of Cups, it's interesting that it is the yellow, which is the solar plexus, which is also happiness. The solar plexus is self-confidence, but also there is a sense of being the inner sun, vibrancy, right? So that's what you will get to, that's where you're headed. And you'll realize that you didn't have to worry so much as well. It's all just part of the process, which will make way for a new beginning. The Ace of Coins again. The Ace of Coins, new beginning, but also more stability moving forward. More stability, which is the key. And as I said, a releasing of that 9 of Swords energy, which is worries, concerns. Now, getting clear in your communication will help to let go of that past energy and also that lingering confusion in the realm of communication and also thought processes. So one more card. Two of Wands. And so this card suggests a coming back to balance and harmony. And also that this is a very, very spiritual lesson for you, as well as being, you know, in the realm of work or relationships. But it is also a spiritual lesson. The ending of this cycle is also part of your spiritual progress. And the Two of Wands suggests that maybe there is a decision for you to make, but it feels like you have this understanding that you are where you need to be, but in the physical sense, there is doubt. But in here, and like your soul knows and your heart knows as well. So listen to that, okay? And I feel like you will come out of this energy. If there's this lingering energy of worry. But that's all about communication. Truth. Okay. Wishing you all the best, and I look forward to you joining me again in another one of these readings. Thank you.